truth is in the mystery. Focus on the sting I feel from every pain and danger. 'Cause I can see the world unseen. I can hear them call to me. Harnessing the energy from every fall and failure. I'll be a force over nature. Upon a world of rust, I'll be a force over nature. The only truth I trust is what I see. Is what I see. I'll be a force over nature.
Echoes from the west, great hammers will fall. Under high rocks all will answer the call. Bring us your arms, pariahs of yore. All faces turn now to war. Exiles of the ash stare through crimson glow. Guards of the north sing their songs of the snow. Bring us the breath of the marshes and rain. Courage is rising again. War will weather the souls of the lost. Stand together, whatever the cost. Shields will falter and many will fall. Time has come for us all to answer the call. To answer the call. Summer shores guide the voices of kings. Children of bark, they will tighten their strings. Bring us the wits of the warm southern sands. Clouds over all of the land. War will weather the souls of the lost. Stand together, whatever the cost. Shields will falter and many will fall. Time has come for us all to answer the call. To answer the call.
gates, watch the night suffocate all the light as it smothers the sun. I can tell by the moon you'll be joining me soon as a guest in my fortress of fun. And I can't wait to see you and once again free you, release from your humorless air. Someday I will replace that big frown on your face with a smile and a murderous glare. We are two of a kind, violent, unsound of mind. You're the yin to my yang, can't you see? And if I were to leave, you would crumble in grief. Face it, bats, you'd be lost without me. You'd be lost, you'd be lost. Face it, bats, you'd be lost without me. I'm just trying to show you just how well I know you. I understand just how you feel. To your reason, no way, 'cause you had one bad day and your mind let go of the wheel. Still we're fated to battle, you pout and I prattle. Don't you ever tire of this game? But you'll not make it end, 'cause I'm your only friend. We are opposites, but we're the same. We are two of a kind, violent, unsound of mind. You're the yin to my yang, can't you see? And if I would crumble in grief.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between Roll1 Esports and US Army Esports. Are you sensing a trend? Because I'm sensing a trend. We do go ahead and have Roll1 got rid of Braxis because they hate fun, and Sky Temple because they want to play the game and not just avoid each other. Meanwhile, we do have US Army Esports getting rid of Cursed Hollow and Alterac. Game number 1 is going to be on the super unique and surprising Infernal Shrines. No one ever picks that map. It's not Mark Hamill, but it sounds really, really close, Malby, I know. They do a really, really good job doing the Mark Hamill-esque Joker. That's actually someone named, Gavin... Get his last name, but anyway. It's a co-catster. Little kitty with the feet, with the murder mittens. Little kitty with the murder mittens. Okay, so looking at the actual game, now that I'm finished playing with my cat. I'm sorry, is he so cute? And he's in my lap where he's supposed to be. We do go and have our bands so far. We have Stukov and Blaze being banned out. Stukov and Blaze being banned out by US Army Esports. Army of 1, even though there's 5 of them. You know what? Don't worry about that. We do go ahead and have Diablo coming out. And then Vala. Maybe for the purpose of casting, I'm going to change the Army logo back to Be All You Can Be. That was the Army, right? Crap, I don't remember. We do have Johanna being played by Badger. Oh, this is not Badger, it's Ace Boogie. I can read, I promise. I think it is Be All You Can Be, because Marines was the few, the proud. And then the Air Force was Aim High, which is like the lamest logo, like, ever. I don't actually know what the, Navy is. Isn't the Battle of the 5 Armies like some event in Lord of the Rings? I feel like I remember that. Okay, so we do have Tassar and Hogger coming out. Hogger obviously really good on this map. I should actually like start casting what's actually happening in the game. That's probably a smart thing to do. And then Tassar, Captain Walls. So it's like I make walls, and then I have Hogger who doesn't care about walls. Cat! We do have Johanna being the first pick coming out of Roll1 Esports. We do also go ahead and get Tychus coming out here. And then, Brightwing. Brightwing, the baby dragon. The itty bitty dragon. But that will make Joselle happy. And it would have been banned out because neither team has actually taken a healer yet. So, with Stukov and Anduin banned out, I do expect... No, we do have Brightwing taken. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I do expect to see most likely a Rhaegar coming out here, although Malfurion is also a powerful pick, possibly a Deckard. There is the Deckard. So it begins. And then we do go and have the Muradin, the Maraudin Muradin. Maraudin Muradin, Maraudin Muradin. I'm in a mood tonight, you guys. I don't know. Prepare thyself for like the Age of Raqqa. So we do go ahead and have 2 more coming in. The Skeleton King shows up, as well as Kael'thas, the Fire Mage. So we're going to have Tychus and Kael'thas as the DPS on the side of US Army. Not is anyone surprised that the Space Marine is picked up by US Army Esports? We'll just ignore that technically he's part of the Colonial Marines. We do go ahead and have on the other side Tassadar, who is our other DPS. So we got Fire versus Psionic, and then we do have we have a freaking minigun going against a bow and arrow. Okay, I think in terms of tech, the army has taken the lead. So here we go. We are moving into game number 1. We do have, let's see, Johanna versus Murden. Murden, a very engaged happy tank. Johanna, the immobile force. And then the offline Hogger versus Leo. I actually really like Hogger versus Leo. I was not beaten down. I'm amazing. You shush. How dare? We are moving to game right now. We do go and have the load battle is currently being lost by Zad. Come on, Zad. I probably shouldn't call that out, but you know what I'm going to, and none of you can stop me. Okay, so mouse, go ahead and shrink that mouse down. You guys don't want to see that, I've decided. So, representing Roll1 Esports coming out of the blue gate, we do have Roll1 and Waniba playing the old man Wet Deckard Kane. We do go to have Velvet coming out here on Hanzo, the Rambo Hanzo. We do go and have Poe playing the Egyptian god Tassadar. I love that. We do have a Hogger being played by Zad. And then we do got Rock Your World coming out here on the Muradin. On the other side, we do go ahead and have Meep. It's going to be playing the Kael'thas on the side of US Army Esports. We do go ahead and have B. Sanger playing the Tychus. Tychus on the wrong side of the wall. Tychus already having a bit of problems. We're going to get saved by a quick assist coming from Johanna, being played by Ace Boogie. We do go ahead and get the Bright Wing being played by that one guy. And then lastly, we do go ahead and get US Army Frock. He's going to be playing the Leo coming up here. So this is the interesting thing. Like, this is a little bit of a trade-off because Hogger absolutely wins this fight if Hogger can keep this Drain Hope off, like, from landing. But here's the big problem, because Drain Hope does so much damage to the Hogger. If it can actually land. And the best way Hogger has to actually stop it from hitting is to use that unstoppable get out of jail free card and just outrange it. But that's the thing. If Hogger saves the unstoppable in order to get away from Drain Hope, he's not using it to clear the lane, and that really hampers his ability to double soak. So it's a very much like Mexican standoff, where it's like, if you use your ability, I'm going to use my ability, and that will mean I win. But if you don't use your ability, then I can't use my ability, and that ability is what lets me actually lane into you. So, like, neither of them really have a great chance of, like, moving into the other one. Who pulls the trigger first loses. Now, obviously, the other part of that is that both sides are double soaking right now. And the reason I say that is because, like, when you're double soaking, you don't have to worry about what the other guy's doing. The other guy isn't there. They're just kind of avoiding each other and getting soaked. So that makes it a little less interesting. It's less a Mexican standoff and more a Cold War, where the United States and Russia are just on different sides of the map and looking at each other. I know, Hoku. I'm disappointed by the lack of Braxis. Basically, Roll1 is anti-fun. Roll1's anti-fun. Yes, Roll1 anti-fun. Roll1 anti-fun, my friend. So you have the first shrine coming up. This will be an Arcane Punisher coming out of the top lane. Ah, frack! That would have been really good though, because from the middle there, you could have actually gotten the Drain Home. Both sides look like they're going for a Shaman Camp. It does look like definitely a faster clear coming out the side of Roll1 Esports. So with that said, we do go and have the top shrine coming online right about now. Rock Your World in the middle of a lot of the enemy. I don't think he knows he's being flanked right now, but it doesn't actually matter because I think Brightwing teleported up in order to help Frack out, so they don't really have that going. Meanwhile, here's the God Bounce. There's not a God Bounce. I kind of lied to you about the godliness of that bounce. I apologize. Oh, someone messaged me. Who dares? Who dares? Oh my gosh, Rock Your World does not actually go down. I was 1000% expecting Rock Your World to go down. I was waiting to call First Blood with the big epic announcer voice, First Blood. But that's not actually what we ended up having. It looks like Zad though. Zad may be our first. No, still no. Man, US Army keeps going for the kill and keeps brutally maiming their opponents, but not actually getting any corpses on the battlefield. They are getting a momentary moral victory, but not a decisive win. And it looks like here's the, no, Johanna just go ahead and pop her Iron Shield. Lots of damage. Murder have to go. Rock Your World can use World Rock as they go ahead and move out. There is the Unstoppable. The York in the middle of the entire enemy team. The York just hanging out in the middle, and there is the Arcane Punisher. I think the Skeleton King is going to be the Skeleton Corpse, and that is the actual First Blood for Roll1 Esports, followed up by Tychus, and then that one guy, more like that one dead. So that is going to be a decisive victory for Roll1, largely on the back of the fact they got to the camp first. Their opponents were a little bit more delayed in trying to pick this guy up. But there goes a lot of shots going in. Shot, 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 shots. And there goes the Blue Team's Punisher. It has indeed been slain. Does get the front wall, which is about what you look for. Yeah, Rock Your World being a little bit gutsy there. They should really hire me to do the sound effects in this game. I would be amazing at it. Oh god, I saw... So my camera was right there. I saw this like weird warble at the bottom of the minimap over here. I was like, what is that? Okay, Rock Your World does go down. Wait, I was like, if Rock Your World gets out of this, I swear to Jeebus, I will be upset. I will be offended. I'll be verily and resolutely frustrated. There comes the Leo to take what is mine. So both teams are kind of setting up. It does look like the camp over here is being taken by Roll1 Esports. I think that's set up. Not going to be contested. A little bit of an aggression onto Johanna, but this is Johanna and she's basically unkillable. In fact, it's actually... Oh, but Tychus is way more killable. Oh, I was so ready to say case in point. It was on the tip of my tongue. I hate when I have a really witty and cool thing to say, and then the players are actually good enough to stop it from happening. I'm like, I had a joke here. All right, a lot of coming to rock your world. You don't have health. I don't know if anyone told you. I was like, someone kill that dwarf. Not that I'm rooting for one side or the other, but I'm sorry. I'm a caster. Oh, that one guy.
Another shrine will be ready soon.
I 1000% know what happened. That one guy got behind the wall, went to whoever they were teleporting to, clicked Z, and were waiting to show up. So they had no idea that the dragon, the spiritual arrows, were coming towards them. I think they figured it out, though. So with that being said, we do go ahead and have I think it's anger. I think BS anger 82. I think the BS is just like a lead in. There is the big old entomb coming in. Not actually catching anyone though, but that's a lot of damage coming through. We do go and have the relatively even point so far. We do have the Odin out. Commandeer. The Odin has been commandeered, and there it goes. Nice stun. Gravity Lapse comes down. There we have the Pyroblast landing. Tons of damage going into this. It does look like US Army has been driven out by Roll1 Esports for the time being. And there's the God Bounce. So far, very, very even. 26 to 19. Okay, it was even until obviously whenever US Army Esports left, that meant they couldn't get any more minions. And here comes, it looks like, the Mortar Punisher on the side of Roll1 Esports. I had to adjust my position. It was very important. We are moving in here. There we have, okay, Dragon Arrows again, and so much damage with the Johanna. Tassadar says, I was waiting for like a Murden-esque escape, but Tassadar said no. We are not here for theatrics, we are here for victory. So the Punisher does go down. Lots of damage. Wait, is that a Pyroblast? Sir? Sir Meep? Lady Meep? Did you go for Pyroblast? Don't think I don't see you. Don't think I'm not looking at you. I see you. Goodness gracious. Great Balls of Fire? Okay, that's gonna annoy the crap out of me. 1 second. I'm sorry. Get out of here. Good, now it's not there. I think it's glitched for some reason, and when I hit the middle mouse button, it's just so much bigger than it is when I actually play the game. Oh wait, is this still... Holy crap! This has 431 health? Okay, just for note... Tassadar Shockwave does 485. Well, Murden rude. Tassadar could have one-shot it from like far away, and you're like, no, I'm a big derpy dwarf. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm to go and have the Shaman Camp being picked up north. Looks like that will be a very, very, very little problem for our Scourge of Eliwyn. I don't know if I pronounced that right. You know what? Don't at me. There's Frock in the middle. almost want to say that that's short for Frankenstein, but it's actually short for fracture. So I guess I should be saying frack. But I'm sorry, frack just sounds like I'm trying to avoid cursing. And I would not avoid cursing. This is my channel. I can say whatever the hell I want.
Ready. A shrine gathers power. You will take it.
So this will be, it should be a Frozen Punisher. Yes, indeed. They are occupying this. They can't yet start channeling just yet. Lots of damage onto the Murden. Polymorph comes down. Murden gonna go ahead and jump over the wall. It looks like Ace Boopy is gonna go in and get this taken care of. Is it? It's Bookie? I don't know how I saw Boopy for a second. Oh, we have a lot of damage on the Zad. I'm waiting for the Pyro. There it comes. Da-dum. But not quite. I actually did not. I forgot the Pyro does area damage. That's going to be a kill onto the Bright Wing. That's going to be killing the Yorick as well. So nice control coming out of Roll1 Esports. Definitely rolling at least an 8 on that one. Not as good as taking 10, but you know, it's still decent. Although Rock Your World is going to go down, but the Frozen Punisher is out. So once again, I think this is the third Punisher in a row that has gone against the US Army. Do we want to have this being taken out? The teams are currently, right now, definitely advantage for Roll1 Esports. They've taken out 2 of their opponent's forts. The last one is down to about 4,000 health. This is an Alterac. Hogger only has to do camps on Alterac. Sorry for the slight delay in my casting. I'm being very ladylike and picking my nose because I'm not on camera. Here they have coming in. Both teams are level 18. I should probably bring this up, shouldn't I? Well, that's not what I wanted. I don't know who I was just clicked on, but it was awesome. That's one of the things I actually I dislike. If I click on a hero... Wait, did they fix it? Hold on, maybe I can. For the longest time, I think if I actually, like, click on a hero, then I can actually hear their announcer. But the problem is I only get their vision. I'm not able to hear the announcer if I have everyone's vision turned on, which makes me super sad because I would love to have different announcers. Go around, find out who's what. Instead of default all the time. Oh, Leo was the wrong side of the moon? So do we eventually get the Leo down? That's not going to work, my friend. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. So this does actually mean that in the next fight, we will have, at a level 20 fight, US Army Esports will have... No, they won't? I didn't realize that had gone down. So at the very least, at the next fight, neither team will have access to Moonwells. Although US Army Esports will have to go to this area of the map here. whereas Roll1 can go to here, which is, I think, a little bit closer, though not by much. However, it does look like we are up 20s on the side of Roll1. So we'll have to go ahead and see where that goes. I have a feeling it's going to go to a lot of damage and a lot of skeletal minions being taken out. And thus ends the God Bounce from Zad. Level 20 is now online. Now, if they can run in and actually get this taken care of, I assume we do have Leoric with Buried Alive. Absolutely. So Leo is definitely looking for this. Just go and catch a Hanzo. Maybe not who they wanted, but still that's a lot of damage onto the Archer. Turning around, looking at Rock Your World, they say, we didn't get the Hanzo, we drove out of the fight, let's go ahead and kill this dwarf. Tychus is on the case, Tychus is looking for it. We do end up having the Pyroblast was not necessary, which means it doesn't go on a full cooldown. It will be back up in about 4 seconds. And right now we do have Leoric occupying this place. They only got to 27 skeletal minions on the side of Roll1 Esports. So they're now moving in onto their opponent's camp. Meanwhile, the 4-man is out here trying to get this taken care of. Sorry, I don't mean to make you all nauseous and dizzy. I'm good at it, but I don't mean to do it. It's like, how just gonna go down there and listen to random tests. Okay, I guess I can take some cams. Put a little of that there lane pressure. So this will be the first Punisher coming out in favor of US Army. The ground forces are advancing. And this is the border Punisher, so you know what? He brings his own artillery support. I'm really enjoying these like really stupid jokes. Oh, Poe getting a lot of damage in the dome. It does look like we have Leoric go back, but Hawker's taking camp, so neither of the offlaners is actually here to fight. And this is going to be the first keep of the game going down right about now. That is continual catapult pressure going across the top of the map in favor of the US Army. It does look like they're going to keep this pressure on. I was like, did they pop Odin for that? That's a very long cooldown. There go the dragon arrows. Nice zoning arrows coming out. But that was the thing. Like, this was not actually picked up in order to put top pressure on. We had this picked up by US Army Esports because they wanted to deny it to their opponents. They said, we're not going to let you have this. I'm surprised they're... Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't take this. They might have been afraid of the other team coming, but they could see them fighting in the lane, taking out their other one. Going to end up not actually mattering, though. They're moving back. I like how US Army Esports is actually just like moving around, avoiding the opponent a little bit, taking damage where they can, but not committing to a full fight. They realize they don't have an advantage, and they're just going to wait until they do have an advantage. There's no reason to force anything right now. Lane pressure's in their favor in the top lane, and although they're slowly losing the other lanes, but not fast enough to really have to worry about it. Right, that is picked up by Roll1. The rest of the team was not quite able to go in there and fight for it. Because there were some abilities that were down. That would have been a good fight if they had been able to do it. Alright, Frack is going ahead and trying to find this. Oh, Hogger in the back line. Hogger in the back line. No, Entomb does end up missing. Was looking for that big engage, but not going to get it. Lots of stun on the Skeleton King, and there goes Leoric. Very, very split up fight. I kind of feel like the two teams were not 100% sure where the rest of the other team was. That was infantry maneuvers in a heavy fog, if you will. So this will be the Arcane Punisher, and keep in mind we did also end up losing out on the Johanna, and so she won't be back for another 30 seconds. This will be pushing bottom lane, but at the same time, this is what we call in the biz a problem. That is 3 catapults with a 4th coming up behind. Someone's gonna have to come and deal with that, which does mean that they can't do a full push because they're gonna be running to 5, and they cannot commit all 5 people to bottom lane. They cannot commit all 5 people to bottom lane. Lots of damage. Guys, I mean, they're moving in here. They're looking for the win. But this is scary right here.
Blue team's core is under attack. Blue team has destroyed a fort.
This is 5 katas.
Core is under attack.
Alright, but they are on core right now. They're going through, but they're down 67%, and Tassadar is dead. There is the Dragon Arrow being dodged. 47% of their core. We are going to go in, and that's the thing, because right now, all that has to happen is that Roll1 wants to stop them from going back. They're 22% on their core, and they are not being... It looks like Hanzo went back 18% of the core, and this will get cleaned up by Hanzo, but they almost lost the game. It's almost like a attractive and talented caster was telling them that someone had to go back and deal with that. Oh, great pullback from the Johanna. Managed to catch Rock Your World. Rock Your World should probably be dead. Did avoid the Drain Hope, however, it does not matter. There goes the arrows coming through. Meep getting super low. Hanzo goes ahead and puts a notch in his belt. It may not matter because we got Tychus in the top lane. Tychus in the top lane. They are going for it, ladies and gentlemen. There comes Poe, but they are getting down through the shields. There comes the Odin out. I'm surprised the Odin didn't come out sooner. Knocking this down, we do have the catapult on the core. This is probably game. I'm not sure they can kill it in time. Down to 9%. Tychus goes down. Oh, and meanwhile, back at the ranch, 8% on this core. And that's the thing, with only 1 second till kill loss, they cannot push this core right now. Their core is at 8%. It was at like 30 something. So another backdoor, it is game over. It's game over, man. Game over. Yeah, Frack, this is a bad place for Leo B. Nice spooky walk to go ahead and get out of there. They should not, do not fight here at US Army. You don't have an advantage and you're still 4 seconds away from Tychus. Here's the thing though, top lane should actually, I think, oh, it's close. The shamans are fighting. I do think the blue shaman wins, so the red shaman is already at half health. Alright, we do have Chaos going out. There is the Pyroblast. There's the Spirit Arrow. Does not actually connect into anyone. We do have Leoric is 30 seconds away from a Buried Alive. That's their big engage, and it looks like Johanna does go down. They do lose their tank. This may be Roll1's big chance to come back. And with that, we have game number 1 unexpectedly ending with a victory for Roll1 Esports. That was a heckin' game, guys. I know at the end I kind of like just mellowed out a bit and was like, and this is an unexpected end, but my god, that was something. So we do have hero damage coming out. Tassar does lead the way with 96,000 hero damage. Hanzo comes out with 85,000 and Tychus with 84. We do have the highest healing coming out of Brightwing with 168,000. But again, when the highest 2 damage dealers are on the blue team, and the highest healing is on the red, well, there's a little bit more to heal. Just a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. We do go ahead and have Hogger does lead the way in Soak, but only actually beating Leo by about 1,000, 28,000, 27,000. Talents, I got those. I'm an offlaner, so I'm going to look at the offlane talents. So we do go ahead and end up with Hogger. Hogger does go ahead and take the Rage build, it looks like. Garbage Fire, then the Hortipole, Advanced Hortipole as well. We do have on the other side, Leo does go for Consume Vitality and Neo. Interesting Neo Peasants. I don't feel like Leo was taking that many camps for that to be worth it. Although, okay, yeah, that does also apply to the skeletal minions, so that makes sense. And then we have Willing Vessel, so... Oh, interesting. That's probably why he stayed alive in fights for as long as he did when he wasn't focused, because he ends up just getting so much more. We did go into Spectral Leash, so we did go for the base build, and then obviously we saw the Buried Alive. So with that said, Norger, don't you come in here and not post Squall. I demand to see Squall. But with that, I will see you in game number 2. Don't go anywhere. After these messages, we'll be right back.
In the big black empty sea, she is always there with me. Keeps me sheltered, keeps me free. She is always there with me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, don't dry the rain, my shooting star. Steer me when I'm to misbehave. Ooh, don't dry the rain, my shooting star. Wash away the leaves upon our graves. Wash it away. Ooh, she's my shooting star. Carried me so far. She's my shooting star. Carried me so far. Yeah, she's the shiniest sight. My little light in the night. Distant on a wasted grace,
twist upon a face replaced. Phantom felt a mask of dread. Damn the guilt, my past is dead. And I wait for the night. Shadows protect my angel in white. Time to eject these vain parasites. Cast out, reject the plague in all your hearts. Cause the sad faces of the weary and worn live in bad places that are dreary and torn. And a distant donor calls me to your side, to be your guide. Wrapped up in your velvet sheets, far above the hellish streets, you're strapped inside your wealthy keeps. Piss on corners where we sleep, and this town's paranoid, blinking and jumping down in the void. A sinking and dumping ground to avoid the stink of the pumping plague in all your hearts. And the sad faces of the weary and worn live in bad places that are dreary and torn. And the distant donor calls me to your side, be your guide.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Towers of Doom. Towers of Doom is traditionally the greatest map to end a series on, which means that we actually have a really confident... That's weird. We have a very unconfident US Army Esports, because this only makes sense if this is the last map of the series. I apologize. Holy crap. We do go ahead and have, if this is the last part of the series, which means that US Army Esports is planning to lose because they think that Roll1 will take the series here. There's no other reason to come to Towers. It's the final map of an epic series map. Like, that's what you have. Towers of Doom. So we have Diablo being banned out. The Dibbles. No help from the big boss of hell itself. We do have Dahaka, the tunneling Zarg. I do wonder if we'll have Hogger banned out, because Hogger is really good here if you're good at Hogger. Though that said, I will say, no shade intended, but I saw a lot of those god bounces not being god bounces, which made me the Hogger, because here's the thing, Hogger, he gets out-soaked by a lot of heroes if he has to mount up, but if he's able to bounce between the lanes, which you can do if you angle it just right, then Hogger just leaves everyone else in the dust. But you have to be just perfect. So we do once again have the Stukov. The Silent Zarg is... Actually, you know what? US Army Esports just doesn't like Zerg. They've watched too many Starship Troopers movies, and they're just like, nope, we're not dealing with the insect race. Those are the enemy. We know this. Joe is picked up by Rock Your World. Not gonna put Joe on a dwarf this time. So on the other side, this does mean that choice of healers is available. You also are able to like block out some of your opponent's stuff. Boop. So okay, that's interesting. They grabbed the Deckard now. I guess fearing it'll be because like last time they ended up banning out Anduin and took Brightwing. So I guess they were like, I guess Wanebo was just like, I don't want to play Brightwing and I'm afraid they'll ban the Deckard. So I guess that does make more sense. Poe once again on the Tassadar. So far identical draft for Roll1 Esports, except for the fact that I swapped out Murden for Johanna. There is now a Blaze on the other side. Frack interesting enough, putting away the Skeletal Man and to bring in Blaze, even though Leo actually out-soaks Blaze pretty significantly. We do also go ahead and have that one guy on Anduin instead of on the Brightwing. I am never not going to say Brightwing. I'm incapable. Just like get used to that now. Cause the sad, sad people with their weary and torn. This is the problem. I always get songs stuck in my head from in between the matches. It's a problem. What do we got now? What do you got for us?
We will forge.
So we have a Meep taking the Li Ming this time, and we will go and have the classic battle of Iron Skin versus Taunt. Because Taunt is one of the things that's... it's a shame they banned Stukov, because Taunt plus Silence is one of the most broken combos in the game. Almost as bad as Entomb plus Silence. So we do get Zed come out with the Hawk. So this is going to be my chance to actually see. And we have Velvet coming out with the Sergeant Hammer. I really love Sergeant Hammer. I mean, this is very much a protect the Hammer comp. How will they try and kill the Hammer? They have Variant. They have Li Ming. The Li Ming usually does pretty well at a Hammer. So you're definitely going to have some screening going on. Here's fun fact: Tassadar's shields do not actually stop arcane magic from hitting Hammer. Hammer actually struggles a lot into Li Ming as far as I know, so I'm kind of surprised to see the Hammer picked up here. Definitely not going to be able to pick a traditional, but will be very, very helpful in defending a point. Let's get into it. Alright, and here we go into game number 2, possibly the last game of the series, although I hope not. I always push for game 3. We do go now representing Roll1 Esports. We have Velvet, the Siege Tank Operator, playing Sergeant Hammer. We do have a Rock Your World, playing the Centurion, Soldiers of Ancient Rome, Johanna. We do go ahead and get Hogger, the Forest Bandit. I'm not sure how to tie that in with, what? I don't know how to use Army. This is Roll1. God dang it. Hogger, the Scourge of Elwyn. We do go ahead and get, Waneba is playing the Old Man Deckard card, but he is actually wearing the Black Soldier outfit, so I'm not trying to make this happen, but they apparently are. And then once again, Egyptian God Tassadar coming out and being played by Roll1 Poe. With those at the battlefield, we have Frack coming out here and playing the Greymane. Meep is going to be is coming out on the Li Ming, the Mingers. We have that one guy is going to be going ahead and being the Anduin, the Prince of Stormwind. Meanwhile, we do go and have Ace Boogie is going to be playing the King of Stormwind, Anduin's Pappy. Oh God, Velvet, that's why it's dangerous to be. Oh hi. Well, I did not say pages that was happening. BS Anger is going to be up here on the Blaze. They went ahead and did themselves a murder. Apparently, US Army Esports once again favoring the the Terran infantry. As Blaze comes out on the map, we do have General Varian, Commander-in-Chief Anduin. You know, literally the dude with the bunker, Blaze. And then also a werewolf and a sorceress, but you know what, don't worry about them. Representing the US Army. And here comes the invade coming in. We are moving in real quick. Lots of damage. Oh, velvet, 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 velvet. Boop. That is going to be first and second blood. Going in favor of US Army Esports. They're going to pick this up. A little bit more damage coming through. They are mad about last time. They're mad about losing. Anger, do you realize where Hogger is? Because you could go up there and be mean to him if you wanted to. The answer appears to be no, though. Oh, 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 oh! Nice! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! This poor Noel! Well, guys, wait, what? There are hyenas? What is hyena meat called? Like, venison is deer meat. Lunara drops venison. What would Hogger drop? What is hyena meat called? ECC would drop beef. Oh, and we do go ahead and have a pause coming out. So we'll go ahead and come over here real quick. That way no one can look at the minimap and see where anyone else is. We'll go ahead and like let the teams look, we can keep up with what is actually happening with team chat, but this is something we always do in the casting realm, is that whenever there's a pause, I don't want people to be able to go and find out exactly like where the other team is. You know, I don't want them to know how many people are committing to each lane, anything like that. So I just move to an area of the map where no teams are visible. Oh, really? You call me a dog? Am I gonna have to come over there? Oh my god, I said the word dog and immediately Bug got up. Like, what the hell did you just say to me? Who is bringing dogs into my home? Oh, Bug is not happy. Bug is not happy? It's okay, Bug. There's no actual dogs here. Orilla's just being mean to you. Alright, so we're about to go back into the game. Get ready. I don't think dog meat is just called dog meat. There's gotta be a term for it.
Claim the altars in my name. The Raven Lord demands it. Fire the towers! Destroy the Raven Lord!
I will look this up at some point. Cat? Cat, your murder mittens are like going into my flesh, and I do not appreciate.
Enough of this charade. Bring down the gravekeepers.
Ooh, charade? Charizard? Big taunt coming out. Nice use of the unstop though, because Anduin was definitely trying to keep Rocky World in place. It was a family affair. And Aunt Li Ming was there too? Filling in for Gina, I guess. I'll be very careful. Bug is in my lap right now, but yeah, he is not a lap cat, and so he's very uneasy. Okay, lick my hand. So yeah, right now I can only get, I don't have a mouse right now. Bug has commandeered use of my hand. Currently using an assault lick. There's the unstock coming through. Nice wall to try to separate the teams. That one guy does go and get hit. Velvet coming in from the backline. There is a turnaround, but I do think yeah, Frack has to go get back. Get back, Frack. Yakety yak. Ow! Kitty, stop with your murder mittens. That their giggle does mean I have my hand back, and we do go ahead and have the Headless Horseman as once again graced us with his presence. Look at that big old smiling face. He's so happy to be here. Okay, I need my camera. Alright, we do have Rocky Roll, takes a bunch of damage. A little bit going in. Greyman goes for the kill. Not gonna quite get it, but Velvet getting absolutely shredded right now. Shredded like wind. We do go and get Velvet once again getting hit. Frack goes in, but this might be a bad idea. Nice push in by Anger. Anger goes in and stuns 3 of them, manages to save Frack, but super low health bars on the side of US Army. Some low health bars, but I do think Deckard is doing a little bit better job than Anduin at trying to heal the whole team. There's Poe trying to go and get the channeled. If channeled, this will go ahead and even up. But man, Ace Boogie is not interested in letting this happen. But there we go, we're down to 32 all in terms of base health. But there's another big stun coming from. But was this the right thing to do? Oh, great movement. We did go ahead and have the jump in coming from Greymane. Went ahead and caught the hammer. We do have a double kill as Deckard goes in. The old man goes to retirement home at the Hall of Storms. I said it before, I think US Army Esports are mad.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And there goes the bottom fort. Pressure is begun. Looks like they're not actually trying to defend it though, and Velvet's just going to camp out here. So a bit of a strange decision to take that. I mean, it does distract your opponents for a while. But that's all it's going to do? Like, they're not trying to defend this at all? Are they going for boss? Yeah, they do the bottom fort as a distraction, and then they go for boss in order to get 4 shots. Shots. Here they come. Pop. With that said, we do have the 3-man coming down from the middle in just a second. We do go ahead and have this camp being picked up. This is the camp was the side of the battle last time, but it'll be taken uncontested this time around. Not looking to get anything done here. We have a double top altar right now. Oh, Anger, that's a bad place to be, my friend.
The altars have risen. Activate them now.
We have a battle brewing, but we do go and have, there's the shots coming from side of US Army Esports. But a lot of damage was done by the 4-man. Bunker comes down. Bunker does go ahead and Meep goes and gets out of the bunker. Blaze is still in there. Rick is seeing some people. Oh, Hawker tried to pull in and clear that last bit of damage, but not quite happening. And there is the kill as Johanna goes down. We do have Frack going in and just shredding Poe. Poe barely gets out of there. Going to have Frack. Nope. Frack says nope. Well, maybe one of that, but not going to get it. That is a 4 kills for nothing in favor of the US Army. That is what we call in military school a rout. I've never actually been to the military. Let me not posture. Closest I've ever come to the military is the fact that my dad served in Nam. Do not ask me any stories because he did not tell me any stories about Vietnam, and you don't ask. We do have. I like they're basically moving lane to lane in order to get these ready to go down, but they're not actually. I mean, like they're not defending the ones they're taking. I almost feel like they should knock one down to about 20%, 25%, and then stop. But that is not the play. Move, cat. So we do go and have a camp at this camp coming up in about 7 seconds. So obviously they can fight here from a defensive position because they do own this one. They're actually trying to defend this one for the first time. I don't 100% know that Roll1 Esports was expecting that. We're like, wait, don't we get this for free? I feel like we should get this for free, but nope, that is not the play. And they do actually hit that channel, so that will knock their opponents down to 15 core health. We're definitely getting a little bit lower, a little bit more dangerous. Let's get dangerous. 11 kills to 0 in favor of the United States military. And they did get a pair of sappers through, so now their opponents are down to 13 core health. A bit awkward a place to be because that ends up being 3 altars at 5 or 4 altars at 4. But like they had 5 at 15, so that didn't actually help them win any faster. That will definitely help them win faster though. So here comes the trade. Here comes the Travens.
Red team has destroyed the fort. The green has taken a tower.
They are threatening to 6 cap here.
Stolen.
But no, they are going up to the actual altars.
Tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
So no one actually staying here.
I could do that.
They're more interested in fighting. Fight like the devil. That is 2 kills. This is probably the end of the game, unfortunately. A little bit less spectacular than the last time, as Hogger goes down and Tassar goes down. Yeah, that is 4 kills to none. And there comes just all of the bap.
Yes, heroes, activate the towers.
You couldn't send someone to the third one? Just have the whole collage hit all at once? Rude. So with that, we do have a tie series as US Army Esports does go ahead and win the map that you're supposed to have as the last map of the series. So US Army, read the script, what the heck? How dare? But let's go ahead and look at the stats real quick. Almost let's go to game number 3. But yeah, let's go ahead and look. We do go ahead and have, in terms of hero damage, Li Ming does lead the way, doing a lot of damage to that Sergeant Hammer. 42,000 over the course of the game, 30,000 coming from R1 Esports Poe, and 27 on that their Varian. In terms of healing, basically a dead heat, honestly. We do go ahead and have 40,000. There's actually only, what is that? 454 damage between them. Healing, not damage, but you know what? Shut up. And we do go ahead and have, in terms of the side soak, Blaze buried Hogger. Blaze got almost 50% more soak than Hogger did. We do end up with a 3-level lead. Granted, it was also 18 kills to 0, so that had something to do with it. But yeah, really good side soaking on Blaze. Looking at talents, here we have them. Copy them down, take them into Storm League, get all of the epic and amazing victories. And I, of course, will see you in game number 3 in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, because after these messages will be... I already did that joke, I'm not doing it again.
Trickles away is golden hammer's chime. I keep hunting the beast I've been denied. Oh, I keep on running from the pain, but it's gonna find me now. Yeah, it's gonna find me now. It's gonna find me. It's gonna find me. It's gonna find me. Yeah, it's gonna find me.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, my friend. We are here on Dragonshire, or also known as the map of...
My husband is dead.
I had to set that up specifically for this intro, and you know what? I don't regret it. Do not. So we are coming in. Dragonshire is my second favorite map in Heroes of the Storm. It is not quite as good as Braxis, but I do really enjoy it because the offlane gets to be important. Also, it's a really good map for Rexar. And I'm OP on Rexar. There comes the Suki Duke. I gotta tell you, US Army Esports really does not like Stukov. Banned them all 3 games, just not a fan of the Stukov. And once again, Diablo being banned out, which is really sad. I have a Diablo voice I like to use. I never get to do it because someone won't let them in the game. Oh, there you go. It looks like US Army Esports is like, I don't want Rocket to have fun either. And Roll1 taking away my Braxis. US Army Esports taking away my Rexar. And now my cat's leaving. Though actually, to be honest, that's a little bit of a good thing. I had rolled up one pant leg because my leg was itchy and I was scratching it. And it was starting to dig into my skin a little bit. 1 second, sorry. My pants are too tight. You're going to have the Blaze being picked first and foremost. Once again, we're going to go ahead and have the Bunker Boy leading the way to victory for the US Army. I know, Kitty. I'm excited too. We're going to go ahead and have the Anduin. Anduin is taken away. They were like, yeah, that father and son combo, we don't like that. We don't want that happening again. So we will go ahead and be removing the opportunity to both Varian and Anduin. That's interesting because that means they had the option to Johanna, and they said, nope, we would rather Anubarak. So granted, Anubarak plus Anduin is basically just another variant of the Johanna Falling Sword combo. Welcome home, my friend. We have Frack once again on the Greymane, but this time we have Rhaegar coming out. Does not take Brightwing, cannot take Anduin. So we will go ahead and have the Rhaegar. One second while I get super lazy. Okay, this is actually not as comfortable as I thought it would be. I saw the cat bed up here. I put my feet up into that. But unfortunately, my calf is actually pushed, like, grinding into the edge of the table, which it is not a rounded edge, and so that is less than perfect. We do have Li Ming and Dahaka being banned out in the 3rd spot. See, I don't think this will end up working out. We do still need 2 DPS and an offlane, and we already know Blaze in the offlane. Thrall is a good pick to go into Blaze. So what I foresee happening is that we're going to have a big 4-man coming out of US Army Esports. They're going to push the bottom lane as hard as they can. Blaze is just going to abandon the top point. They're not going to go for Dragon Knight at all. And Blaze is just going to try and double soak, because that's the thing. Thrall will beat Blaze in a 1-on-1 starting at level 7. But, Thrall cannot keep up with a double soaking Blaze. Johanna ending up being the 8th pick of the night. Or of the match, being picked up by Ace Boogie, and then once again we do have Meep coming out here with the Fire Mage. Can I just say I really love Meep's name? It's easily the most fun name in here. Like I appreciate the solidarity of Roll1 Esports Velvet, Roll1 Esports Zad, etc. But at the same time, like Meep.
Here to help.
Ooh, but we do have Velvet opposing fire with ice. We've got a song of ice and fire coming out. So maybe there will be dragons here on Dragonshire. Or, once again, the correct name.
My husband is dead.
Yes, I will always do that. And no, you can't argue with me about it. I'll see you in game, guys. Predictions will be coming up in just 1 second. Or actually, they're already up for you because you guys are 30 seconds in the future. Or in the past, whichever way you want to look at it. I should click that button. Coming into game number 3, we do go and have Rock Your World, representing the Nubarak. Velvet coming out here on the Jaina, the Ice Princess. We do going to have Thrall, the War Chief of the Horde. We do going to have Poe, Junkrat, the Rubbish Rodent from Down Under. And we do going to have Waneba on Anduin, the Prince of Stormwind. They are your blue team. They are the Regency of Regicide. They are Roll1 Esports. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, we do go ahead and have Beep playing Kael'thas, the Prince of Kael'thas. We do go ahead and have Frock is going ahead and be playing the Greymane, the werewolf hero. He's the king of Gilneas. There we go. I remembered. We do go ahead and get Rhaegar, the savage. What is he? The gladiator owner dude man? There we go. I'm good. I'm very good at this. We have Blaze being played by BS Anger. Oh, nice done. Nice body block, but no going to go ahead and barrel under that. And then we do go ahead and get who have I not said yet? Oh, that one guy took a huge amount of damage. A spooky is Johanna. They are US Army Esports. They are the antithesis of. I don't know. I'm trying to think of an A word that meant like being weak, and I just the game. The antithesis of average. There we go. Boom, got it. Both sides do go and get their bruiser camps, but don't pick it up right away. They do take it at 1:30. Their opponents will be picking it up in just a little bit. Bum.
And lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
So it does look like BS Anger's going to come here. Looks like there's a big rotation coming up. They are looking for a little bit of Blaze meat. Okay, that sounded bad. Blaze does see them coming and says, nope. I'm not interested in that. My revolution. No. My revolution carries me. There we go. Much better. Every once in a while you just want to sing, and I'm not going to apologize for it. And if you want me to apologize for it, well then, no. My channel, my rules. Oh, but here they come around. Those look like they've been seen on their way. They do pings like, oh, they were here just a second ago. But obviously they are leashed. Meat going and moving back. Oh my gosh, it's the Kael'thas Sunstrider bike. I have not actually seen this before, I don't think. I don't know if that may just be like a... I think that's just the Hell bike for the Rainer event. It's still really awesome though, I like it. Okay, Rhaegar gonna try and become a dragon. No.
The Dragon Knight shall reduce.
It'd be funny if the Dragon Knight did extra damage because Greymane is in it. If like Greymane's passive still applied to the Dragon Knight. I mean, it'd be monstrously unfair, but it'd be funny. Alright, Meep is moving up. Dragonite is just about gone. It did move up here to the top of the map. Trying to go ahead and get as many towers down as it can. Zan is up here trying to defend, but definitely having a hard time. Not yet that pivotal level 7, which will let him lane into Blaze. Because Blaze has kind of hold his own, if not beating Thrall in the early game. But here is that level 7 talent, which we should see. Ancestral Wrath coming out, absolutely. We did have a kill on the blue team member that unfortunately I was not watching. Alright, Junkrat moving back. Ace definitely looking for a way to move in on this. They just say maybe I should do something about this camp pushing on me. That might be one of them like smart things to do. Okay, there goes DPS. I'm like, did no one come and help with that? Oh, Riley. Boop. Stun. Looking for a little bit of revenge onto Frack. The one guy comes around, tries to get the heal off, and will absolutely do so. Here's a turnaround. It's still 3v3, and Frack does not have a lot of health. You should not be fighting this. And yes, wisely we do go and have the US Army does turn around, does not try and push into this fight. They do have an experience advantage right now.
Another chance to prove yourself worthy. Do not squander it.
We do go and have that being picked up. Moving on through. Blaze coming over here. I did not even realize. So we already have this here. They are standing in the middle of that. There is the ancestral healing comes down. Blaze gets inside, but for the ancestral lance, I think it's still effective though. And that is a double kill. Right now, US Army Esports really feels like they should have won game 1. They're like, we should have already gotten more points. Oh, Velvet gets out with 30 hit points. That is a low number. I can count to that on my fingers and toes with a little help from a friend. Alright, we're going ahead and getting both of these, and we are ready to have a Dragonite in the middle. It does look like Rock Your World is coming to try and stop this. Ah, Meep! That's not how you gravity lapse. I'm so mean. I don't mean to be, but I am. So we did go ahead and have up top. Blaze did take this fort down, pushing with this camp while the attention was in the middle. Dragonite is picked up by US Army Esports, so we're going to about to have a second fort being taken down.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Look at this destruction moving through. Alright, we are moving in, trying to engage into this. They're trying to make it a hat trick and take all 3 forts. I do not think the Dragonite has the health for it, but here comes another wave.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Molby, gimme. That will be the full hat trick. All 3 forts for Roll1 Esports were destroyed in a single Dragonite phase. It does look like we got Johanna. Johanna getting web wrapped. There is a Frack getting out of there. Big old boom, boom, boom. Oh god! I thought they were trying to get out of the battle. I didn't think they were trying to engage. This might be a bad idea. That one guy taking a ton of damage. That is going to be both healers down. We do have not a lot of health on Frack. And even less now as he hits 0. We do have Ace 1 Boogie. Boogie trying to go and move out of here. But Velvet not interested in letting Johanna get free. Blaze comes in like an avenging angel. Says, get away from my tank. First of all, how dare you? That is going to be still 4 kills to 3. Slight advantage for US Army Esports, at least in terms of kills. In terms of map pressure, much higher advantage. Low catapult pressure in all 3 lanes. It does look like we've got a camp now pushing in favor of Roll1 Esports down here at the bottom. And there's about to be an engagement over here, it looks like. We go ahead and have the light bomb come out. I'm sorry, I was right in the middle of yawning, and it's very late here. Big yawn comes out. We have meat into the web wrap. There is a kill onto a Nubat, a kill onto Jaina, but there is the big earthquake comes through, stuns a lot of the enemy team. Not a lot of health, but even less health over on the side of Roll1 Esports as they have to fall back from this camp, and the Giants start to move forward. However, they do not have the support of the rest of their wave. The rest of the wave is still fighting back here. They will be somewhat exposed.
There must always be a Dragon Knight, but will it be you? The fire comes for you.
There is now the 3rd Dragon Eye in favor of US Army Esports moving in. Now no more forts to take, and so they are looking to take a keep. Does not look like they will get the keep though. A lot of damage being taken on this Dragon Eye before the wall even goes down. And this does look like a retreat. They did not actually get anyone down. They are up level 16 though. They are up a talent tier. So they have 8% more health, 8% more damage is being dealt by them.
For now.
So then right now they're just painting the map orange, trying to get everything they can done. Their opponents are kind of moving around, trying to get that soak, does not want to go out in the lane too much. They definitely don't want to get caught in a fight. They know they have a disadvantage at the moment, and the kill pressure coming out of US Army Esports is very significant. "45 seconds on this siege camp. This siege camp up in 7. I'm not surprised to see someone go over there, and looks like, yep, Frog is on the way. Frack is causing a fracas. That's one of those there, language puns. I guess all puns are language puns. You don't have like a math pun. It's all language based.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The shrines.
Alright, a nice pull out from Anduin. Anduin's pull out game is strong. Blades, you should not be standing there. I like that. Got the bunker the second before it expired. They had negative 30 armor, but as soon as they left the bunker, their armor changed to positive 25. They didn't have to wait for it to wear off. Oh, that might be a bad place for that one guy. The one guy taking a huge amount of damage. Does go down. There's the Ancestral. Self-Ancestral, best Ancestral. That is going to be a dead... No? Yes, we do have a radar going down. There is nice Icebox. Stop the Pyro going through. And that's going to be a kill in the Anubrak, though. 4v4 at this point, but that turns into a 4v3 as Rayman goes down. And even though it was a 4v4, Kel'Thas was not with them. Kel'Thas making the somewhat bizarre choice. I was gonna say, if someone came down there, he was just dead. But thankfully, that's not what we're going to end up actually having. Oh, nice big hit on throw, and Andrew gets the pullback. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Oh, that's. I was going to say they're kind of trapped at this point. However, it turns out they are not actually trapped. This is a 5v3. This is actually a very good fight for Roll1 Esports. They do not have a lot. There goes Kel'Thas going down. There is a. Oh, that was a web wrap. That was not what you wanted. You're about to kill him. And that is going to be 8 versus 7. For the first time, we have Roll1 Esports in a kill advantage in this game. Are they going to have a crazy comeback again? I will not mind, but I will feel so bad for US Army Esports if they end up losing this game. It'll be game 1 all over again.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Alright. They went up there to threaten Dragon Knight. Cannot get it because Greymane showed up. But meanwhile, down here at the bottom, you can't defend everyone because there's only 2 of them.
Hero slain.
So you do go ahead and have... Yep, the Junkrat was taken out.
Blue team
We're all trying to get this, but we'll have a very hard time. Junkrat does have a hard time because Greymane. If Greymane gets close the distance, then Greymane just eats Junkrat alive. Like an Aussie bugger. This may not work as well for Greymane. Or not.
slain.
I really thought Thrall had that.
The flame cleanses all.
Alright, so we do actually have that picked up, and a 15-minute Dragon Knight is walking down. Kel'Thas gets to be the Master of Fire, and you know he is here for this. This is actually a big problem, because it is 5v3. We'll be 5v4 in just a second. We are 30 seconds away from Thrall coming back.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team's core is taking damage.
Oh, that is that level 20 talent, but thankfully the bunker went ahead and saved them from it. This will be no cooldown because no one was hit by that. The shields are down, the paint is scratched, we're only at 80%. I do not know that US Army can actually end this. They're trying to though, we're down to 60%. Lots of damage going through, but here comes Thrall. Thrall goes in and hits a lot of people with that earthquake that just came out, or that... But we do end up having, yes, we do have US Army Esports not having repeated game 1, does go ahead and actually get that cleaned up. So it's going to be a 2-1 victory here on Dragonshire for the US military. Let me go ahead and see if I can get a interview. Screen will go dark. Don't freak out, please. Alright, with that being said, we do go ahead and have, look at the stats at the end of game number 1. We do get 46,000 damage coming out of Greymane. Greymane was definitely running away with the game. It was, oh my god. We do go ahead and have, there we go. I'm confused. I am joined by Fracture, who I did say during the cast, because I knew your name was Fracture. I was like, does that mean I'm supposed to be saying frack the whole time? Because that sounds like I'm just trying to avoid cussing. But congratulations, how do you feel right now?
Cloud9. I feel very good. Very hyped up. A lot of energy. We're all like yelling in there. That was a really difficult series. Super duper like back and forth in the fights and things like that. And I think I was really happy with our drafts. And just how we played, especially as like 2 and 3.
Oh, absolutely. Like, that was the... towards the middle part of game number 3, when I started to see, because you guys had an advantage early on, and Roll1 Esports started to kind of peel their way back, and I was just like, oh my god, if US Army Esports loses game 3 after being dominant the whole game, it'll be just game 1 all over again. I'll feel so bad for them. It'll be hype, but I'll feel so bad.
Oh, I know. I literally said in comms, I was like, guys, we have this. We just have to not mess up. We literally just have to not mess up and we can win. And I'm really proud of my team. Like, we fought hard for that, for sure.
So I do have to ask, just how difficult was it to bounce back after game number 1 with knocking their core down to, I think, 8% and then getting routed and they just came across the map and said hi?
It hurt. It definitely hurt. We had a small miscommunication about where right wing was supposed to Z. She was supposed to go try to help them push to win, but I also messed up being like completely out of mana trying to stall 3 people, and I didn't get Hanzo, and he was able to get the catalyst. And if I had played it a little better and caught Hanzo to stop his back when I knew they needed to back, I could have prevented them from ever clearing core in the first place. So definitely felt bad a little bit, like.
Okay, we
You know,
definitely
a little miscommunication, a little misexecution there.
we definitely thought the game was over because it was one of those. I saw 4 catalysts coming down the top lane, and at the time I was like, okay, so like Roll1 Esports has to send someone back. They cannot let this go. And then about like 30 seconds later, I'm like, Roll1 Esports has to send someone back. You know. So is that whenever they didn't, I was like, okay, this game is just over, and they just barely stopped it. But moving on to game number 2. Game number 2 is interesting because don't you know Towers of Doom is supposed to be the map where you end up like this? It's the final map of a series. How are you taking us there? Game number 2.
We just love towers. It's such a fun map. It's an intense map. We really like maps where we get to fight a lot the whole game. So, I think Towers is a really good map. I actually think Towers is one of the more balanced maps in the game. Even with the whole, like, you know, you cap their bot and you can kind of, like, hold them there. There's lots of ways out of it. And I think as you kind of get more experience shot calling that map, you kind of realize, like, how balanced the map is and how it's, like, it's one of the most coin flip maps. Like, you can literally have 2 core health and come back and win. So, just a very, very fun, like, fight-oriented, intense map, and that was what we wanted to try to take to, like, break out of the rut. Because I think game 1 they did a really good job of protecting Hogger and giving him a lot of time on the shrines to just kind of clear it by himself. I mean, most of those times they had like 20 something before we even got to the point. So they did a good job, like, guarding him and zoning us out. The KT the Hanzo was like a lot of damage at a really, really long range. So. We kind of misplayed a little bit about, like, you know, what our focus was in the fights and things like that. So I kind of wanted to get a little bit of a map where they couldn't abuse a range advantage like that. And Towers is kind of that map. I was not expecting the hammer pick, but I think their goal was to keep us, like, kind of at bay and abuse range against us.
No, I agree. I was very surprised to see the hammer come out when you already had Lee being locked in. So. And the Liming definitely made Hamber's life very difficult, so well done.
Yeah, definitely. Bonbon has been playing really, really well. He's been flexing to a lot of things, like heals, mages, like everything in between. So he definitely did a great job tonight. I think the whole team did really, really well. I got to shout out Ace. He's like away from home and still managed to get on a laptop and make sure he could play the games out and things like that. So a lot of Army things getting in the way, but we're getting it done this season. So
fantastic.
Very happy with my team so far.
I do have to ask on the Towers game, I was surprised early on you kept taking their tower and then just making no effort to defend it. It wasn't until like the 3rd tower you took, you were actually like, you know what, maybe we should not just leave? So what was the thought process there?
Because it takes us so many ults and so much of our resources to secure a kill, we can't stay there endlessly. And they have a hammer, who I expected her to take graduating range and eventually just reach the fort anyway and force us to overextend into them. So I was like, we're not even going to play that game. We'll just leave. We'll take the boss. We'll take their camps. We'll take their top lane. Take their mid lane. will just not play that game because in the early game, like, or even at level 10, we're burning so many resources that if we stay in a fight with a Sergeant Hammer, we'll actually just get killed. So that was why we kind of just bailed on bot lane like 2 or 3 times, and then started pushing elsewhere. I just didn't want to give them a chance to like catch up to us and equalize the game. We were trying to keep the pressure, keep the tempo against them, and taking other buildings is better than kind of settling into that bot lane chokehold because it kind of tells their team, like it kind of gives their team a chance to like sit back and be like, okay, this is the game state right now. This is what we need to do. Let's do it. And if you're instead keeping the tempo and the pressure up and forcing quick decisions on them, we were trying to like kind of mess with their ability to get onto their game plan and their tempo. So a little bit of mental warfare, I guess.
Well, it certainly worked out. And moving into game number 3, you definitely seemed to have, like, both teams were rotating super aggressively. I was a bit surprised. What I kind of expected to happen when I saw the drafts was I expected the Blaze to just try and out-soak the Thrall and move between both lanes. But instead, you got both offlaners stayed at the top, and then you guys just kept going up to fight in the top lane. I don't usually see that style. Why do you think that happened?
Well, originally 1-3-1 was something kind of more unique that we did, where a lot of other teams in the division didn't play 1-3-1 on Dragonshire or on any other maps. And over time, you know, we've been fighting these teams for years. We've been fighting Roll1 for years, and so you know, you can kind of see that like we kind of play the same way a lot. So that was why we actually bailed on the very first gank because they sent all their people up as well. So it was about to be a 4v4, and I was like, no, they see it, like they know. So we kind of had to like flex and switch up and kind of do like a lot of like camp tempo. We took a lot of camps in game 3 as our way to kind of like enable our game plan. I mean, honestly, it wasn't even like a plan. It was just like, hey, ganks, like non-stop ganks are not going to work against this team. They do a good job of like communicating to their offlaner and rotating their tank and healer to prevent it. So we're just going to try to punish them and make them chase us around the map with camps. And that was the kind of the alternate plan that we went for.
All right, makes sense. So that's all the questions I had for you. I usually at this point ask the question of why did you choose your team name, but I think everyone knows that.
Definitely, yeah.
So I'll go and turn it over to you for any shoutouts that you might want to give.
Like always, shout out USAE. It's a great program. Very, very happy to be a part of it. Definitely like the best thing that's been a part of my Army career for years now. I've been there since 2018, so loving it. Thank you to my teammates for making it work from Hawaii to Europe. We're still coming together the best we can for their schedule, so I appreciate their flexibility. And like I said, people getting laptops, borrowing laptops from friends, like trying to hook up at Wi-Fi and everything they can to make sure they can be a part of the team. I really appreciate that because we have a ton of things going on in the Army as of late, so everyone's really, really busy. Thanks to all the families supporting us. Thank you for casting us. Shout out to Roll1. Love those guys to death. Been fighting them for years, like I said. Really, really happy to fight them again, especially since they're a team that has historically taken most of the matchups against us. So I was really happy to beat one of our big rivals. ComK coming for you next. And Can't Counterpick Stupid. Next 2 teams I'm really excited to fight. So that's all. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the great game. And actually, speaking of Can't Counterpick Stupid, we are ending the stream and we're actually going to raid over to Valcomer because that is one of the captains and he's streaming. So more heroes coming up. Not actually casting, but there's no other casters on right now. So here we go.
All right. Take care.
You too. Thank you for the games.